And of course, in most circumstances, that is how you'd expect a gargoyle to act. However, of course, speaking personally, by the way, my name is Zuki Akula. Speaking personally, I think as a classically trained gargoyle, one should not just go straight into the rarring and grurring and clawing and of course the eating of flesh and tearing out of throats and so on. I think it's rather gauche. It's just rather unpleasant, isn't it? I mean, one should build up to such things. Now, I am a gargoyle of no uncertain means, and living in the expanse that is Milton Keynes, I find myself, well, attacked by the concrete jungle, so to speak, and so one must make amendments to such things. And although my nightly hunting and so on can be quite an exercise, it's often interesting, I think, to reflect and bask in the aura of an urban environment. Of course, gargoyles are urban creatures, but, well, the world has changed so much since I was a mere pebble, and, well, quite frankly, one has to keep up with the times, which is why I'm living in, this mansion of sorts, I suppose. Yes, perhaps not as expansive and beautiful as it could be, but, well, you know how it is. Occasionally, one has to, well, explore the possibilities of different things. I mean, well, it's all very well to try crouching above the central library in Wolverton in some kind of attempt to look menacing, but once they come along and start poking you with brooms and pushing you off the roof and putting banana skins under you when you're trying to creep menacingly around, I mean, it's no good. It's a problem, isn't it, for people like myself, people of the old school. Well. Yes, I'll try that again. The rarring is an affectation, so to speak. It's something that's quite hard to give up, in fact. I've tried on many an occasion, and although I can go through normal patterns of speech like this, there'll occasionally be the odd sort of a moment, and then, well, it all goes a bit off the rails, doesn't it? Which is a problem when you're trying to integrate with normal society. I mean, you try buying a packet of crisps at Tesco's, for example, while monstering out and ripping the throat of a young lady. I mean, it's a problem because, well, you get thrown out and then they have to, clean up the aisle, and there's all sorts of other complications. Police, chases, manhunts, screaming pedestrians, and all that. Bothersome. Most bothersome. So, what is a gargoyle to do? Well, I thought I could provide a service, some kind of, well, help for those of the monsterly challenged persuasion, with integrating with society as we know it, rather than, say, eating them, which would be a problem because, well, society as a whole objects to being eaten. And I think that's a reasonable assertion. After all, if someone was to come and try and eat me in my home or domicile, I'd certainly call the local authorities and have it, well, dealt with, so to speak. Yes. So, I'm going to open up the floor a little to, other monsters. Those of you out there who have questions about integration with normal society. But what truly is normal? Me? Well, no, frankly not. Frankly not. I'm not particularly normal as they come, but one must make attempts to integrate. If only they delivered blood to the door like milk, it would be so much easier. But, well, I suppose one must go hunting now and again, and there are ways and means of covering up. Yes, secret between us, covering up the unfortunate effluent of such nightly jaunts. There are places one can go to indulge one's enjoyment of such things. Quiet, desolate places, where the screams cannot be heard. I speak too soon. Perhaps I should end my foray and wait for your question.